It's June 17th, 2026, 12 p.m., and this is a summary of the surface observations and trying to find the target for today. So, looking at the upper levels, there is a big jet streak coming in at around 5 p.m., a little after storm initiation, and there are some short waves, but it's pretty far north relative to everything else, so the storm isn't really going to get to take advantage of that as much as we would have hoped. Now, placing the warm front, we can see the red line I have there, and there's a lot of morning convection right now, so we don't know exactly where the warm front is going to be because they're currently fighting each other. But this is where it is now. It should move north a little bit. Just south of the warm front, you can see I've placed those teal lines to represent a perfect photograph. It's noteworthy that the setup is very kinematics favorable, but not so much thermodynamics, meaning the winds are very strong. There's really good wind shear, but it's not super warm. And then south of those photographs, which this is all of Illinois, has the great photographs. Okay, but south of it is where the clearing is. So right now at 12 p.m., we have all of the ingredients, but they're not exactly in place yet, which is pretty normal early in the day. So we just got to wait for this convection, and I'm going to head out to Champaign, Illinois, which is denoted by that purple box. I forgot to mention that there is supposed to be a cold front coming into western Illinois, but I did not make it a part of the forecast because it seems like it was so far west that it wasn't going to do anything. But if it did come to Illinois, it would provide a triple point, and that would provide heightened lift and make our storms pop off a lot better. Okay, it is around 2:20 p.m. and I'm getting off of Interstate 57 just north of Urbana because I need gas, and because once I get into Champaign, I'll have an option to take Interstate 74 northwest, Interstate 72 southwest or east, or 57 south or north. So I'm at a turning point where I need to decide which way I actually want to go. At the gas station, I'm once again checking service observations and the clouds to see where I want to go. Once again, I'm at that purple cross you can see on the screen there, and I am just north of the warm front, and the photographs have developed to where they are a lot stronger and more favorable for tornadoes east, and they're a little bit weaker to the west, and in between, they're in between. Now the opening where there is less cloud cover, so more heat to form, that is towards western Illinois where those weaker photographs are. So at this point, I'm thinking that it's probably a good idea to target a little bit southwest, kind of right in the middle, where the photographs are pretty good, not perfect, and the clearing is there. As I'm driving, I keep on thinking that I should probably be farther south into the warm sector. So it is now 3:10 p.m. and I'm pulling off of the ramp near Cisco, Illinois, which is just northeast of Decatur. I pulled over to look at surface obs, and I can see that the warm front is still a couple counties south of me. The cold front is still lagging behind, so I'm just going to forget about it. And the cloud clearing hasn't totally made it up to the warm front on the western side of Illinois, so I don't really want to go west. I think I should probably go south, but I'm just going to sit here and wait for storm initiation. Storms are just now beginning to initiate southwest of me, so I pulled about a mile down the road so I could pee without flashing the entire interstate. And I was also listening to Reed Timmer, and he is in Springfield, Illinois, which is just southwest of me, and other professional storm chasers are even closer to me in Decatur, Illinois. I'm still just going to wait here and see if any storms latch onto that warm front. It's 3:55 p.m. and the storms seem to be maturing as they latch onto the warm front and move southeast, so I'm going to get back on the interstate and head southwest towards Decatur. There are some storms north of me, but of course they're in the cold pool, so they're not going to do anything. I'm getting off of the interstate and heading towards East Decatur just to make sure I can stay south of the storms because they're moving southeast. That storm that I saw getting on the interstate did actually go tornado warned, so maybe it latched onto the warm front. Either way, it's too late. It's 4:20 and Reed Timmer is hyping up those storms west of me, so I believe him. I'm giving into the FOMO and I'm going west. So right back on Interstate 72.
Towards Petersburg, this one's doing the same thing. It's trying to get its again with tornado. Unfortunately, this one's going to come down close to Springfield, Illinois. Springfield, Illinois, we're watching you guys very, very closely here as that storm gets closer to you. We did get a tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning out here for Hancock County, Illinois as well, and McDonough County, Illinois. They've actually expanded that all the way out there towards Havana and Canton, in Fulton, Mason, and Tazewell counties.
It is 4:40 and I'm getting off the interstate and going south. We are on track to get into the hook. It's 5 o'clock and this thing looks like it's about ready to produce. The hook is wrapping. It's got a strong hill core. Reflectivity looks great. So I am just heading east so I can keep up with it. Okay, it is now 6:10. I've been following this thing for an hour and it just isn't producing. It looks strong. The velocities look great. It's actually tornado warned again, but I don't think it's going to do it. There's another storm heading towards Sullivan, Illinois that looks a little bit better, so I'm going to get going west. Any direction possible. Nice and chill, we are here. I'll get ahead of these trees and I'll stop and wait. This thing sounds mean. Oh, storm chasers have arrived. Oh, take a picture. There they are. I think we might have something forming over here. Time to go east towards Charleston to stay ahead of this thing. This thing is just not wanting to produce.
Severity of the situation here. We got a very unique view of that tornado forming right in the beginning stages, and I don't think anybody understands the gravity of the situation here. There's a big one hiding in that rain shaft back there, and it is going right for the town of Charleston. I don't know where this thing's at, dude. If you go outside and you look for the tornado, you might not see it, but it's in there.
Just look how teal this thing is from all the hail.
See anything there? Happy. 1,000 north, you're going to hit it close.
Honestly, in a pretty dangerous spot right here. Hopefully you get south.
Alright, we're in a really bad spot.
Look at this. We got debris in the road out in front of him. Again, what you're looking at here is a live view of a storm chaser just literally a hop, skip, and a jump away from a large tornado. You can see behind him, you would see the large tornado taking over this part of the road. And unfortunately, this is going to be out here in the middle of town. So we've got big damage happening right now. Again, anybody between the Uptowner, Wildcatter's Grill, and East Madison Avenue is in a seriously life-threatening situation.
Alright.
This is the most dangerous situation you've ever been in your life.
I am using the camera to see where I'm going.
And Barris, all the way down there towards Westfield. Yeah, that was close. Storm Chaser IRL was very close to being inside the tornado there. You see how he was dodging trees falling down, literally. All right, we're going to see what else we got going on here.
Literally baseball-sized hail. This is not good.
And let's see what else we got. We've got Adam out there. Brandon Coffin is very close. Let's see what he can see.
Rocket damage.
Again, if you're just now tuning in, there's a large tornado going through the town of Charleston, Illinois right now. This is a PDS tornado warning. It's a particularly dangerous situation. It's going through the north side of town. It's specifically between Charleston and Embarrass, moving down towards Westfield. You've got places in the path like the Embarrass River. You've got places in the path like the East Madison Avenue and surrounding areas. My goodness. Brandon is right in that rear flank downdraft. The tornado is right in front of him. He can't see it, but it is right in front of him. It's sucking in all this air right now. Brandon's exact location is near the Charleston High School. His current location is near the Charleston High School, right next to the Rural King on Highway 16. He's just down the road from the Walmart that I've been hooting and hollering about this whole time. We got debris all over the place here. And this ain't even from the tornado. This is just the rear flank downdraft on the back side of the thing.
We gotta get out of here while we can, and it appears to be straight.
Okay, Brandon is now, once again, he's very close to that Walmart Supercenter. Yeah, you gotta get out of there. This is a live look.
Turn. Open her up. Any minute now, we'll be out of this thing. $95 miles an hour. I mean, we should be getting out of this. Seems to be ripping east. Alright, I'm going to take the southerly route.
Alright, I made it out of the storm, and it is not strengthened in a while. If anything, it's weakening. And there is a little bit of a storm forming to the west, but I really need gas, and I'm hungry, so we're going to take a break for now. There is so much chaser convergence that I'm going to turn the way that map says is going to be longer, but it's probably going to end up being shorter.
I think the play here is get gas, chill out.
There are so many chasers here that I'm not going to be able to get gas here, but luckily I had a couple gallons in a spare tank, so we're gonna have to go somewhere else. Okay, I got off I-70. I'm in a town called Greenup to get some gas and a corn dog. It is about 30 minutes east of Effingham, and thank God the pumps still work because the tornado sirens were going off. Now this chase is coming to an end, but we still have this storm to our west that is actually starting to materialize, and it looks cleaner than the past two we were chasing. So it's about time to get going. I took my time heading south, and now we're moving west, and this thing is absolutely cooking on radar. I am a little bit worried about all the stoplights if we have to move back east through this town, because this is the only road to move east or west.
Interstate 57 area to get us a view of this tornado. Once again, I don't think we need to see.
There she is. On the ground for sure. I really am hoping these people are okay. People in Effingham, but they're alright now. Beautiful. Beautiful. Phone is overheating. See if we can safely get closer, or if we're... Yeah, we should be good to get a little closer. As we get on these trees, I'll probably stop and get there. Oh! She's lifting. Gorgeous. Oh. Yep. Third time's the charm. It's actually feeling warmer. We're definitely in the warm sector. Looks like it's moving behind. Beautiful. It appears to be not destroying any civilian structures. It is, however, it's getting rain wrapped.
Seems to be roping out. Yeah, it's getting choked up by that forward flank. Look at that structure.
I followed it east for another half hour, but it never did end up recycling, and that was it for the night. So here's a time lapse.